care if you paid. Get out.
I'm not
That's
leaving,
how that
bro.
works.
I paid. I'm not leaving.
No.
I'm not
if
leaving.
you cause a ruckus in the classroom,
I'm not leaving.
Everyone loves to talk about themselves.
Loves.
And you know what they love even more? When someone's listening to them talk about themselves. Oh, you're going to make some girl so happy one day.
Yeah,
you're such a great
and
guy.
You know what's Yo, bro, they'll tell him that. They'll tell him that. Yo, you're such a great guy. You're one of the good ones.
You're one of the good ones.
But yeah. You ain't trying to.
Yeah,
you ain't trying to.
you ain't trying to slide in.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the NOA Podcast. Speaking as your co-host, Tyler. I'm here, my man, Trey.
You.
Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate the support that you guys show us.
Thank you.
We appreciate the comments you guys
you so
leave on the videos. Thank you guys so much. With that being said, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. You could check us out on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. It's NOA Podcast. We're the first thing that pops up. Of course, you can find us on YouTube at this channel. Also, check out our vlog channel as well. That's going to be NOA Adventures. And let's get into it today. Trey, what we got on the top docket today?
We got a couple topics on the docket today, but before we get to that, man, how has your day been?
My day's been good, bro. I can't really complain too much. It's
feeling pretty good.
It's been pretty chill. Nothing crazy. I had some computer work and stuff I had to take care of today. After that, I played a little bit of Madden, kind of just chilled, and now we're here. How's your day been, man?
Can't really complain, man. The day's been pretty good.
You've been a busy man lately since school and stuff. You've been in and out the crib, bro.
I have to go out quite early every day, but went out, did what I had to do, came back in, here to talk to the people, hang out.
How you like your routine now? Going from before, comparing it from before when you used to like be out of school, right? Because you took that little break. Yeah. And then think about how that was, and then now look at your schedule. Look how your life.
It's much more structured.
Now it's much.
Yeah, much more structured. It's much more chaotic, but I guess that adversity is a good thing in the end.
What makes it chaotic?
I mean, just having a whole bunch of just different assignments in for school. Anyone who's in college would understand that. You know, having to get a whole bunch of stuff in, not to mention, like, also, some college students work, others don't, of course, but, like, some of us have just regular jobs that we got to go to. And just regular just stresses of life. You just kind of like all that in one. You know, you just something that you got to learn how to manage at the end of the day.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
So, yeah, I'd say that's kind of like how my days
different.
are. Yeah,
and that's why it's like chaotic.
Yeah, essentially.
But I think it's cool because at least now you kind of see more people, you interact with more people. So I think even though it's more chaotic, I feel like you could also say it's a little more exciting.
In my personal opinion, it's better than what I was doing back at home, or just back before. Yeah, so like I just hang out, read a couple books, play some games, you know, maybe go outside every now and then when I wasn't in school, and then just go to work, and then that was really it. You know, and I know a lot of people out there, frankly, that's really their whole,
that's their days.
Exactly. Like, they go to work, they come home, play some games, or they watch some TV, or, you know, having the extra thing to go do now. Like, all right, well, now
you got something to fill up your days.
Yeah, exactly. And having to also just talk to people is really social. So
that's why I like college.
Cool. Yeah. Just
the whole social aspect, being able to talk to people.
Yeah.
I wish I was better freshman year, but the other years I made up for it.
I think you were decent freshman year, man. I mean, you found a way to get yourself a friend group, so you were still successful in one way, shape.
Yeah, that's true, but I feel like if I had the skills I had now freshman year, it would be different. I mean, I'd probably still chill with y'all, but best believe I'd have.
You'd have other friends, right? Yeah,
100%.
yeah, exactly.
100%.
Which I think is good. You know, it's important to have, in my opinion, just like have a diverse group of friends. So not just like the people you start out with, but also having other people you can just like go hang out with them sometimes. Yeah. And then you just having friend groups that aren't just connected to each other. Like, they don't have to be friends with.
They're like two separate groups.
Yeah. You know, it just, I don't know. I think it's builds character, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess you could say it builds character.
Because I think different perspectives.
Yeah.
And you have to work with different kinds of people.
I can see what you mean. I guess I wouldn't necessarily say it builds character, even though, yeah, I guess it does build character. But I think, especially if you're open-minded, I think it kind of just gives you the opportunity to learn more, especially if the two friend groups are like completely different types of people.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think it kind of like opens your eyes in terms of like what the world kind of has. It's like, wow, like
it can also teach you open-mindedness if you didn't have it before, and if you're willing to learn. Yeah, if you're willing to learn.
But yeah,
Want to actually get into the topics though? Seeing
Facts.
All right, so last week, I guess I alluded to this, so we'll get into this week. What does it mean to trust your gut, and what are the benefits of it? Do you follow your gut, Tyler? Is that something you do?
Do I trust my gut? Yeah, majority of the time I would say I trust my gut. Yeah.
Are there ever times where you don't do it? You're just like, look, I'm not going.
I'm just not gonna. I think more often than not, I pretty much trust my gut. I pretty much kind of like trust the feeling I get, or a lot of the times I really kind of just like pray on like decisions that I make.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
It's hard for me to say like I've never not trusted my gut, because I probably have, like, while I was younger. But I don't really fully remember exactly what happened or what was the outcome of it. But majority of the time, I'm like, all right, if I don't trust somebody or if something's a little, most of the time, I would say I follow my gut.
Okay. You know, that gut feeling that we all get inside, sometimes it's like you wonder whether or not you should trust it, and you kind of like, I don't know. And it's tough too about it, because you don't know about what the outcome of the decision will be.
You have no idea.
No, we have no idea what the final say will be, or what just the consequence of that action will be. So it's even harder of a decision to make. But I think, in my personal opinion, more often than not, like, me following my gut actually worked out for me. And if it didn't, it was just like a learning lesson. It was like, all right, well, don't do that next time.
I think a lot of it is learning lessons. That's why I don't think it's necessarily bad to follow your gut, because you're doing what you think is right. You're doing what, and also at the end of the day, and it's good to ask for advice, especially like older people who've already been through certain situations.
True.
It's definitely good to ask for advice.
Very true.
But I also think too, like, no one knows your situation but you.
That is
like,
true.
no one really knows
only
what you're going through,
but
you.
That's true.
So like, only you are really gonna know. Like, oh, okay.
Only know how you feel.
Yeah, and there are certain times that I've heard many stories. I know you have people watching probably have heard stories of like times where you want to go do something, but everybody's telling you like, yeah, that's a bad idea. Don't do it. But then the person does it anyway, and then it works out.
Yes.
And it's just because they trusted their gut, but like only they really knew what's best for them.
And frankly, at the end of the day, in situations like that, it's only in your mind, you can really only see that kind of vision.
100%.
So like by you following your gut, you're following that decision that you kind of made in your mind.
Yeah.
No one else can see that. True. No one else can envision that. So you telling that dream to anybody, they're just not gonna see it, and they're not gonna get it.
100%.
Until they see the actual product. Now when it's
that
made
point,
and built, they're like, oh, I'm on board.
Yeah, but at that point, it's already physical.
Exactly.
It's already physical. It's already here.
Exactly. It's one of like the main things about it. But overall, I think it is important to follow.
Yeah, because also only you know what you want too.
No. Do you think DDG and Ne-Yo followed their guts in their situations? We're kind of good to go into.
Yeah, probably. Would you like to explain
about what they're going into? All right, so apparently DDG and his baby mother now. Do you know her name?
It's like Haley Bailey.
Yeah, she was in the Mermaid movie.
She also was like a singer. She's like a singer.
She's actually really good at singing.
Yeah, I know. She's actually like quite successful in her own realm.
But essentially, they had a kid together, and now they are not together no more. But apparently, she's not letting him see the kid, or as often as he'd like to.
I heard that. You know, he posted a lot of videos on his
He made a live stream.
On his live stream,
yeah. He made like a live stream.
He made a live stream, and then he cut it up and posted like a lot of those videos in shorts.
Okay.
That's how I found out about it. Not watching the live stream, but like he posted a bunch of shorts.
One of the videos I had seen on it was he's gonna start posting like counting the days.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's gonna count the days.
Timer?
Yeah, he's gonna count the days like he doesn't get to see his kid.
He made a song about it. He made like a diss. I don't know if it's per se a diss song, but he made a track.
Really?
And the whole point of the track is like, I can't see my son.
Oh my gosh.
So serious.
Wow.
It's actually not bad.
I like how he's bringing attention to it though. That is very interesting.
Nah, I think it's smart. Also, in terms of him, he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
So also in terms of him, this is just more. His content, a lot of it is his life.
That is true.
So a lot of this is just like his life. So
I think some people are speculating that a big reason why she doesn't want him to be around the kid so much is because of like he uses his son in this content. Like he without a doubt would make videos
also,
of his son, stream with his son.
He does it all the time.
Exactly, and she
like
probably
that.
don't want that.
That's fair,
like
but
that.
then also
he be having girls up in this place, and she don't like that either.
That's fair, but I think also too that's probably more likely. I can understand, but you kind of have to know who you're getting involved.
Yeah, of course,
who you're getting involved with.
Of course, definitely.
His whole content. If y'all watch his videos, y'all watch DDG and all this. Majority of his content is his life.
Yeah,
it's always been his life.
Yeah, he vlogs a whole bunch. He's been doing YouTube for some time.
Yeah, so like, if he has a kid, 9 out of 10, his kid is going to be on his story because
his life.
He's making money off his life.
Yep.
And then on top of that, he's also a rapper.
Exactly.
So he's going to be making videos with women and stuff like that. So
that's just the lifestyle that they live.
Exactly.
So, that's just
so you got to be able to kind of, I guess, deal with it in terms of her sense or know what you get into.
So we got separated parent situation with the DDG
and then what's up with Ne-Yo?
The mermaid girl. And then for Ne-Yo, we have a polygamous relationship. So apparently, homie got 4 girlfriends.
Damn.
4. Not 1, 2, or 3. Homie said 4. Now, in my personal opinion, you can't do this unless you don't got the money.
I mean, of course you
need cash to have this. You have to be that kind of a man.
All right. Wait, now I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to get off track, but like,
you think you could be a broke dude and do this?
I was just about to ask. You don't think you can
have 4 of them?
And
all be okay with it?
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? You got me there.
I have a feeling they wouldn't be cool with it unless they themselves were allowed to go have other dudes. They'd be like, all right, we'll be with you, but we still have to have guys on the side too.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, because there are dudes out there that can have 4, but they just wouldn't know about each other. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, of course. Anybody can sneak. We're not talking about sneaking. We're not talking
about
just
sneaking. Like openly having
openly, these are my girls. Everybody know we're public. We're in a relationship.
I don't think if you're dead broke, you can do it. But I do think you don't have to be Ne-Yo rich.
You're thinking $100,000 a year?
Yeah, but your game just got to be strong. At that point, like you could do it without money, but your game got to supplement for your money. So $100,000, yes, but like you better be able to talk, bro.
That is true. I think in any situation of this, you have to be able to talk. You can't.
Yeah, I'm not trying to discredit because yeah. But I do think just how famous and his name and his status, because that helps tremendously.
That does help tremendously. The status, the fame. Yeah, it's so much easier for you to do this when you're famous than if you're just like some regular Joe Schmo. Yeah,
his game don't got to be as tight.
Without a doubt. Do you approve of it? Do you think it's okay to do something like this?
I mean, hey, to each their own. I mean, if this is how you choose to live your life,
don't hate the player, hate the game.
To each their own. Will I necessarily live a life like that? To be honest,
you don't want to hear him?
Probably not.
You don't want 6 girls?
Be cool. That's a lot.
I feel like I know. All right, what's the max? What's the max for you? Is the max really just 1? You don't go higher than that?
I probably won't make you my girl. If I have more than 1 girl,
no, they're all girlfriends, not wives. None of these are wives.
Yeah, but they're his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he's committed to them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm going to have a girlfriend, 9 out of 10, I won't have 2. 9 out of 10.
So you want 1 woman you're committed to.
Or if I'm going to have multiple women, we're just not cuffed. I'm not going to call you my girlfriend if I'm hitting something else.
Nah, but see, at that point, she gets to go and have fun with other dudes. So this is kind of like your way of...
of doing it?
Yeah, making sure she's not...
Making sure she's not like
yeah, doing anything else with anybody else. Like, y'all in a relationship.
You know what? Fair.
You just so happens to have a couple.
I mean,
if you do it the way you're talking about, which is nothing wrong with it, but like you just got to be okay with them being able to have
going with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I might just kind of just be okay with it.
Fair enough.
Or if they were, or if that did make them. Nah, because I know, like, deep down inside, like, I know what I want. I would probably just want a girl and a family. If I'm going to be sleeping around with different women, then I'm probably just going to be sleeping around with different women. Now, if I really do want to be like an a-hole, I am young. And as much as I, try to live by Christ, I mess up a lot.
Appreciate the honesty.
I would probably... Knowing me, I would kind of be an a-hole. Cause I do feel like I kind of got like a dark side in terms of, all right, I'll call y'all my girl. Like, you could be my girlfriend. Like, if you want that title, we could give it to you. But I would never really take you seriously. And I just have multiple girls. You could all call them my girlfriend. But at the end of the day, I'll probably never take them serious. Like, in my mind, eventually, I'm going to cut them off. If they think it's a long term, like this is what we're doing, it's not long term. But I'll tell them that just so I can get what I want. If I want 2, 3 girls.
So the only long term you would have is just the one girl.
Just one girl.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm in a relationship, and I guess if any female ever sees this, but if I'm in a relationship and there's two of y'all, hope y'all know it's never gonna last.
It's
never gonna last. It's gonna
just
be
one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real
First seed
fun
only.
time. Yeah, it's just number one seed.
So essentially, both of y'all gotta fight it out to see who wins. That's
Yeah.
kind of like how it's gonna work, I guess.
No, at that point they're both already cut.
Oh, both of them. So it's
Yeah, it's quick for
so
y'all.
this isn't first place, second place.
Nah.
First place gets to stay.
No.
It's both of them go.
Yeah, like what's like.
And then you find a new girl.
If we end up in this, both
Okay.
of y'all females already disqualified yourself from being the long
by
term.
even being in it. By even being in it, you're disqualified. Okay, all right, interesting. That's a very interesting way to do it, man. All right.
So then we would just have fun, but eventually, like,
You know that.
yeah, they might not know.
temporary.
And if I want to be an a-hole, I might.
Would you not tell them?
In this scenario, I probably won't.
Because they're thinking. I mean, I can't really say for certain, but I mean,
I think
they're
in
living
his
forever.
but I think in his scenario, he's fine with it. Like he wants 4 girlfriends.
Yeah, of course.
I also don't know,
I
like,
think a lot of dudes would like that too.
yeah, but I just don't necessarily also know like how he wants like his family or any other.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he even has.
Like me
kids or
personally,
anything
I'm
like
fine with just like a wife and like just have
Just
a family.
like the regular stuff.
Yeah, I'm fine with the traditional
like the
joint.
regular
Like
stuff.
I don't necessarily gotta have a harem that we call them.
that. yeah, that's what they're called. I think harems.
How about you though? I'm curious on.
I probably wouldn't do 4, but I feel like I'm a good enough man for 2. I can take care of 2 women.
But you would do that long term, like these your shorties?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Take care of both of them. They're both my girl. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I don't necessarily think there's anything per se wrong with that.
I wouldn't
Just
go
think what's
above
wrong.
2 though. I don't think.
Why? You can't do 4? You could be like Ne-Yo, bro.
Nah. I mean, that's a lot.
What's the
it-
reason why you can't do 4, or you don't want to?
It's not that I can't do 4. I could do. In my opinion, I could do up to 5. I won't go beyond 5. However, I don't want to do that. I prefer just 2.
So it's just purely preference.
Yeah, it's just purely preference. I believe I can handle 2. Like I can just.
So 2 is enough. You ain't trying to give greedy.
Nah, yeah, exactly.
Two, you're comfortable.
I was gonna say that. Thank you. I don't want to get greedy. I'm quite content, you know.
Yeah.
At that point,
He said 2 is fine.
I would remember times when I had none. You know, I'm like, listen, 2's
hilarious.
Good. 2 is good, bro. Because some people,
That is hilarious.
you know. So I feel like I could take care of 2 women and they'd be perfectly fine with it as long as everybody's okay. I don't see
you straight.
anything wrong. At the same time, I also don't see a problem just having 1 woman too. So I'm not opposed to that too.
So you're not opposed to either.
No, yeah, I'm not opposed to either.
So if you I'm assuming you would rather be in this case you'd rather be in Ne-Yo's situation.
Yeah, I don't want to have a baby mama. I don't want to have that.
I don't want to have a baby mama
Yeah, no,
either.
No, because I don't want to have to go through the whole process out and fight for my kid. And I already know how America is. They're not nice to dads, bro.
They favor the women.
They're not nice to fathers, and well, I would be a father in this situation, so they're not gonna be nice to me. So why am I even gonna bother putting myself in
All
this
right,
situation?
you know what? I'm gonna ask a different type of question. Would you rather be DDG in terms of let's say would you rather one girl, wife and kids, everything, y'all not divorced, y'all living together, everything's cool? Or would you rather something like Ne-Yo in terms of you got like 4 shorties? Or since you said 4 is too much, you got 2 shorties?
If I knew the one girl, wife, and kids last forever,
Then you would take that?
but that's only if I knew it was gonna last forever, bro. That's the only if I do. Otherwise, I take
So
the 2.
if there's a chance for divorce, you'll take the 2.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Even if y'all on good terms right now.
Yeah, without a doubt, I just take the 2
Okay.
because I rock with that. I got no problem having.
You want to roll the dice? Because it can still fail with the 2.
Nah, because I'm not. That's no longer. I mean, that's like. That was once a primary goal of mine. I'm sure it was once a primary goal for a lot of young men, but it's no longer a primary. It's a secondary goal.
Wait, what? Having 2 or having a family?
Having a family, having all that. It's just. I can just take it or leave it at this point.
So you could take her or leave having a family.
Yeah, but having 2 women would be nice.
Okay, so you're fine. So you
Kind of
would
just living the bachelor life.
would you be fine if 50 you had no family?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
You
And
think
now
you'll
it's
be-
hard. It's kind of
I
hard.
know
to
it's hard to
speak
say
for
because
myself at that
I'm also
age.
I'm speaking to 25-year-old trend. You're talking for someone who's 25 years older, so that's fair.
I mean, I would say for men it's easier on us, the whole no family thing.
I think so.
I think from off of that, I can just estimate
see
it
it.
might be easier.
That's fair.
However, I don't know. Maybe a part of me would be pushing back some of the older sides of
Some
myself.
old
Or
values.
like I really did used to, at least in the past, when I was like younger than 10 and those types of things. You know, grew up during the Disney era of fantasizing like
Yeah.
marriage, and you always hear those really nice things about it. So, of course, as a lot of us young men do, we idealized and we really just wanted to have it. So, you got to work your way out of that, especially at the age that we are now. In my personal opinion, I don't know if I'm gonna fully be disappointed if I truly don't go down that road or not. Just because I've seen what happens to so many guys who do go down this road. I mean, look at DDG. He got money, and somehow they couldn't keep their family together for whatever reason. And there's plenty of other single mothers out there, single fathers out there. I don't really want to be that, per se. But at the same time, I think why not just live happy and just have 2 girls?
That's fair.
Now, don't get me wrong. Even in that, it's gonna have its own problems because everything has problems. But at least I won't have a kid that's got me.
You won't have a kid that has you tied down to a girl, but then you still got 2 girls that you got to work on. You still
Yeah, but I got 2
girls.
adults, not a whole child that like I can't see sometimes, or like I feel like it's different when you get a kid involved compared to just y'all adults handling business. I want to see my son. I understand his pain. I don't have a kid and I understand it. I'm just like, you want to see your kid.
Yeah.
Imagine you had a son or a daughter, and whatever girl you're with was like, yeah, because of the lifestyle you live, like you can't see what you made. It's gonna make you sick after a while. And thousands of men go through it on a daily basis, still going through it. Why subject myself to that voluntarily? Because I'm the one who has to get down the knee, right? She doesn't ask me to marry. I do. So you're volunteering for this.
Well, you volunteer for anything. in life.
Exactly. So why am I gonna do that?
Why do that? I don't know. I think some of it just comes down to I think it's just what you want.
Morals, maybe.
It's just like what do you want? How do you see your life? I think that's kind of why. I think also to a certain extent, and I'm not saying this goes for you, but I'm speaking more in terms of a broad sense. Is
yeah.
I think that's what society tells us. That's what we want.
Tells both genders to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Both men and women, yeah. Well, that's what society needs us to do to survive.
That's
If
fair.
we don't have families and continue on, well, you don't leave a legacy at the end of the day. So that's a really important thing for all of us, especially as men. So,
but
I guess that's actually, what,
but
kind of going back real quick.
I think a legacy though is not necessarily just your kid. I think a legacy is what you have done and like has to do with your name.
Yeah, but wouldn't some of that have to do with having a family too?
Yeah, I guess, but like, I don't know. I guess how I just think in terms of like leaving a legacy is like something that's like huge, where like
Something
you have
actually did for
implanted,
society,
yeah, or something along those lines,
kind of like an invention that was made,
or
something.
Yeah, or you don't necessarily got to
reason.
do something like that, but like, if I'm gonna leave a legacy, I'm thinking like, let me at least leave something to my kids. So even if I wasn't as big as Jeff Bezos or all those other dudes, but like, let's say if I made a couple million and I'm basically set up a system that I could kind of hand down to my kids, that's, I feel like, leaving a legacy. Because other than that, what leaving a legacy is what, just having a kid?
Yeah,
That's all you
it's-
need to
it's
leave
what
a-
you made for society.
Yeah, I think it's
Product
anything
that
like,
you
yeah.
made for society. You might not be successful to hand something down, but who's to say your kid don't become successful to hand something down? That's your legacy.
Yeah, that's fair, but at that point, it's just what does that person do with your
Especially
name?
for a lot of mothers. Not saying that mothers aren't achievers, but a lot of moms are just moms,
Yeah,
and their kids are what become the legacy for them. So I mean, that's kind of like how I see it.
yeah, that's fair. But I guess I always think a legacy is like you got to do something with it. Like doing something with your name is just leaving a legacy. Other than that, if you just give birth to someone, you just kind of, like your generation lives on for another year. I'll give you that. Like I don't consider it like a leaving a legacy.
In my opinion, I think that is what legacy is. It's having something to pass on in the first place. If you can build something great, but if you have no kids to pass it on, then what legacy is there?
It's still your name.
Yeah, but it don't exist no more. There ain't no kids. Say. All right, this
But then
wouldn't. This
what's the
wouldn't
point?
happen. This
What's
wouldn't
the-
happen.
What's the point of?
This wouldn't happen. But
Okay.
hypothetically speaking, say it was only you and your family alive on this planet,
All right.
or maybe there's like a couple other families, but like it was only just y'all,
All right.
and you created something beautiful or whatever.
Yeah.
But if there's nothing to pass it down, it just ends with you.
Okay.
So then, what's the point of even having done that thing?
Because depending on how big it is, it's still be known. I still did something great. So yeah, I don't got nothing to give to my kid.
Known to who?
Could be the world.
It would be society,
But I
because we have
also
society now. But
Yeah, exactly.
say there was no society, who's going?
But there will be a come on now. There will be a society, no matter whatever. There has to be a society. Other than that, there's no need to create nothing great.
That is true. Nor there would be any.
Yeah, like what's the point?
Anything.
Yeah. Why am I living? So that's how I look. Because also like, dang, I kind of forgot the point I was gonna make. But it was gonna be something along the lines of like, yeah, you have a kid, but like, if you don't create nothing, your kid's a bum. That's like they won't. What's the
That's
point?
not necessary. I really see my whole, I guess, point hinges on, and there's been a lot of great men inventors.
Okay.
But all those men came from women. Now those women might not have invented those things and done, been remembered for that, but because of that, that's their legacy.
Yeah, but that's only if your kid is great. If your kid ain't great, then what's the point? If you have a kid,
everyone's kid does something. It could be a bad legacy. I ain't gonna say
yeah, but
it could be a good legacy.
I guess when I think some legacy, kind of legacy. When I think legacy, I think it's something
great. Yeah, like, I'm thinking anything. Anything you leave back is a legacy.
Maybe that's what we're different.
Fair
because
enough.
I'm like, you have a kid, but if your kid is flipping packs on the block, what's the point, bro? Like, how great is your legacy? You're known as
I get you, but that's still a legacy nonetheless. He's flipping something on the block. Yes,
he's flipping something.
Not good, but that's his legacy.
That's all right.
That's what he'll be known for.
Fair enough. It's like, the Johnsons are known for selling the best crack in the world, bro. I guess that's what it is. But that's how I look at it. Like, you have a kid and your kid turned to be nothing and your legacy is trash. Like you still, to me, don't have a legacy. Like, it's trash.
Well, maybe that kid have a kid and it could be better.
Maybe.
That's the reason anyone really.
Yeah, you better hope something. All right, fair enough. I guess in my eyes, you got to do something positive to leave a legacy.
In my eyes, anything you do, you leave a legacy. I think
so.
Yeah, I think the mustache man. I'm not gonna say his name because YouTube doesn't like it. But
I have no idea who the heck the mustache man is.
The dude who took over Germany back in the day. And
okay.
Yeah. His legacy is not good, but he did leave a very big mark on our society and our world.
Fair.
Currently, right now, some very important people on the world stage are like dealing with companies.
But I guess
and countries.
Yeah, but my argument is,
and they're leaving a legacy, making decisions.
Well, because it was so great, I think that's why it left the legacy.
Yeah,
like it has to be great. Like it can't just be.
So you're just doing so your whole thing is just the grandioseness of it, like how it impacts society. Like it was like a society changing type thing. Like inventions or, some say wars.
You know what? Maybe it doesn't have to be grand, but I guess I kind of just look at it in terms of like, you still did something that kind of really impacted society, or maybe you could say your community. And you know what? I guess I kind of do agree with you, because I guess, yes, legacy could be good or bad. Because you talked about the mustache man. Fair enough. That's a solid argument. You're right, because he does have a pretty big legacy. It's just for some very unfortunate things that he did.
Even Genghis Khan.
For real.
Huge legacy.
In fact, shout out Khan. I highly doubt that you
watched
this.
For real. I forgot about that. Shout out Khan.
I highly doubt that he watches this, but if you do, what's good, Brody?
Yeah.
I can see where you're coming from, and I guess maybe it doesn't have to be grand, but I guess it just got to do like something. And there are some people out there who don't do nothing.
That's fair.
I know you talked about one of your old co-workers has a son and he don't do nothing.
Yeah, that's
how
true.
Is that? You're not doing nothing with your legacy.
Yeah, you're not doing anything.
You're not doing anything at all.
But that's kind of where I say the kid is the legacy. Because, all right, you're not doing nothing at all, but you had a kid. So that kid could be the legacy.
Yeah, but the emphasis,
say my coworker's son who ain't do nothing. Yeah, he ain't doing nothing now. He has a kid that is his legacy because he did that. You see where I'm coming from?
Yes and no. I don't fully agree with you, but that's life.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I think that's
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we got.
We
We kind of got off the rails, but it'd be
completely.
Like it'd be like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Around this time, we give advice. So Trey, you got any advice you want to give to the people?
Honestly, I'm just gonna say what I said earlier. Follow your gut. I think that's really what you should do. More often than not, it's probably gonna work out in your favor. And if it doesn't, you'll learn a lesson.
That's fair.
That's my advice.
My advice is, I guess I should say, just try to create a legacy.
Yeah.
Something
Very
positive. Create a legacy that's not just having a kid.
Don't
I don't consider that creating a legacy. Like, yeah, I had a kid. That's my. I guess you can, but like, I don't.
Listen, man. I don't know if you've seen the photo,
anyway.
but before, real quick, I saw a picture of like a woman, and just the generations that came after her. It was like 75 people. That's a pretty cool legacy in my eyes.
Yeah, that's
all
fair.
all off of one woman. Cousins, aunts, uncles, all off of that one family branch. It was a beautiful sight.
You know what? That's fair, but see, in terms of that, I look at that. I could consider that a positive legacy. Why? Because I think that woman probably played a big staple in terms of keeping the whole family around. You don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of one person gives birth, X generations later, 75 people in the room. It's not they're nowadays. I feel like families aren't strong like that. Like, we ain't staying around. It's like we kind of just popping out kids, and that's just kind of how we rock it. Like, you pop out kids, and now you have beef with your baby mama, and now you hate your baby mama. So how y'all supposed to have a strong family group?
To even get to 75.
Exactly. I'll give it to her. Why? Because she's sitting there. In terms of her, she got to see her kid. Like, she got to see her generation after generation after generation. And she got to see, like, oh, okay, I was a huge reason of why I have this big, strong family. Nowadays, bro, we just sleeping together, popping out kids, and a whole bunch of single family household.
That's fair. Absolutely. I can't argue against you, Tyler. You made good points.
I guess that's my argument in terms of that. But anyway, leave a positive legacy, man. Don't just like have kids, but like do something else. Try to impact the world. Try to impact your society. Try to impact even just your community. Leave something. Do something positive. So that's what I'll have to say. Once again, thank you guys for listening. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you guys so much. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. You can look us up, NOA Podcast. We pop right up. Of course, continue to check out the videos that we post here on the YouTube channel as well. Also, check out NOA Adventures as our vlog page, so check that out. You can also find us on Instagram at NOA_podcast. You can find us on TikTok at NOA Podcast 1 and on NOA Podcast 2. Once again, thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.